Fátima, and I'm talking to you from Newfoundland, Canada. So a lot has happened since our last time I was here. I think the most important is that we lost Lucky, and that messed up with our minds. We had dogs for 21 years together. We are together for 22. And so it was a moment in life that we had to decide what is it that we want for our lives now. I'm almost 65. I could retire next year. I'm not going to, but I could. So what is it that we want from our lives? That was a turning point, and we are never ready anyway. But it happened, and we had to cope with it. So since then, MeHi was a volunteer at the Canada Games that happened in August. And there was one specific day that it was so cold. The athletes had blankets all around. I had my winter coat on because it was really, really cold. And when we came back, we immediately started the renovation of our bedroom. We didn't finish it, and it's going to take a while to be finished. But we are sleeping in the guest bedroom, and we left. And we are working slowly on the bedroom and bathroom and downstairs bedroom. That's going to be my office when it's ready sometime in the future. Then this week we had MeHi went to the doctors, and we had some issues. And yesterday he had to go through hernia surgery. We were in the emergency the whole night, but he's okay now, and seems to be everything fine. He just can't carry weight or anything. And the good news is that we are going to Brazil soon, and the doctor said that if he goes on like this, it will be okay. So he hasn't had any concern so far. It's been one day only, but it's our second day after surgery. It was yesterday morning, and now it's afternoon. So he's fine, and we hope it goes on like this so that we can go to Brazil, because we will just go if he's okay with it. Anyway, so a friend of mine, Sylvia, she wanted to see what are the knitting things that I'm taking to Brazil. So I am putting everything on the table, what I'm working and what I have. To start with, and these things some are done long ago. I hand spun this yarn, it's merino, and I did it for my son. I'm a little bit afraid that it's going to be too big for him, but if it is too big for him and I feel that he's not going to use, my nephews are bigger than him, so it will fit them. But this is the first sweater. I will put the pattern names on the bottom because I don't have it now. But this is the first sweater for Pedro. Then I did this hat. And this hat was supposed to be Martin Story scarf. And for some reason I didn't like it. So I changed it to be a hat. And it's a beanie. So it covers the head. I don't know who it's going for. Mainly because Brazil is a hot country. But maybe for one of my nephew's children. So this is one beanie, and it was made with tweed from Rowan. I don't remember exactly the name. It's something tweed from Rowan, I'm sure you know. Then this is another hat that I did with hand spun a while ago. So it was in my gift pack to take to Brazil and see if somebody wants. This one is a Marlboro hat that is from teak. Isolda teak. I love these hats. I made, I think, 3 of them. And this is with Fios da Fazenda. It's very big, though. It was a DK weight yarn, but it's good because it's worn. So it's another hat that I made that is going for somebody, some relative at home. So then I made this scarf and hat with some hand spun that I did and over dyed it. I showed in some episodes. I really want to give this to my best friend's father. I always used to call him uncle. That's what Brazilians do. And I think no, he's in his 80s now, almost 90. And I want to give him something special. So this is going for him. And then this is not going to Brazil, but it's a Christmas gift. It's going to my daughter's boyfriend. And it is a scarf. I used the Mary Wallen, I think it's Mila Roche yarn. My husband had given it to me maybe 2 years ago. It comes, you can buy a sample. And I thought this was a good way to use the sample. And I did it. Follow some books, then stopped. Then this is a leftover yarn that I have. It's a Portuguese 50% linen, 50% wool. It's called Alvor, the yarn. It's Portuguese from Rosarios 4. And I had made something else that I gave to a friend, and I had left over. And I found this free pattern. I will look for the pattern and I'll put in the notes below. And I think it turned out really nice. So it's not as long, but still, it's a nice vest. And because it is 50% linen and 50% wool, it's not as hot, what is good for Brazil, because Brazil can be very hot. So this is the first scarf. I hadn't shown this last time with the sides, so it was done, but it was missing just the last part. So this is for my granddaughter, and I didn't wash it, but when it gets there, she will wash it and just let it dry. And it's all done and finished. My first quilt. And it's going for my daughter, my granddaughter Eloisa. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I have discovered that I have a lot of fabric, so when we come back, I will start working on this. Then I have some socks that I made throughout the year. Like this one is from Charlotte. It's the one with the chicken. I got her book and long ago, and this is the only pair that I did. And my sister Vera said she wanted that because she had chicken, so it's separated for her. It's commercial yarn. Then in one episode I showed many socks that I have done, and my sister Emilia liked this one, so this is going for her. Another pair of socks. Then I have a bunch of socks that I made. These are with pontinhos ao vento that I finally succeed to convince Maria João Duarte to send to me from Portugal here, because she normally just sells to Europe. So I have this, 2, 3, 4. 4 pairs of socks that I used this self-striping yarn that she makes. So I have 4, and I still have some yarn left over to work with. Then this is also with some commercial yarn that I got, and I wanted to make a little bit of, to change a little bit, because they make like a pattern, but I created another pattern. So this is good. And normally I like my socks short, but this one I decided to make bigger because I think they're good for boots. They're very thick socks. So, and then I have this that was made with hand spun yarn. So I normally would do it like this and use it like this, right? But if it's cold, you can just put it up and it covers more of your leg. And because it is just a simple rib pattern, it's going to fit. And whenever I make a pair of socks that look small, I think of my daughter-in-law, because she has very small feet. So because of this, she's getting a bunch of socks that are small, like this one and this one, that I think they are smaller than others. And this sock in particular, the interesting thing is I started the second pair without concern about where I was starting, and by coincidence I got it pretty much perfect where it should be, the collar. So this is for her too, and I have another pair of socks here that is going for her. So whenever I think it's small, it goes for her. This is bigger, so it goes for somebody else. But I have a bunch of socks here. She wanted socks last time I went to Brazil. I think the pair that I made her didn't work very well. So now she has a bunch of socks. Then the other more recent things, but already shown, is this dress for my granddaughter. I'll put the pattern link too. But the thing is, the pattern was for 9 to 12 months, and I think this is more like 6 months. My granddaughter is 5 months now, so I'm glad that it will fit. The yarn is also Pontinhos ao Vento, but it's a silk and merino yarn, so I think it's not that hot. She might be able to use it at night. Curitiba is normally not as hot. Then, from last time, I finished the sweater for my grandson. I undid the last part and did it again, but I still see a difference in the yarn. But it is what it is. There's nothing more that I can do. But because I had leftover yarn, this you haven't seen, I made a dress for my granddaughter that she would use when she's 1 year old, and I think this will do right. And this is a dress from Agasalhos e Bugalhos, Sandra, and it's very pretty. And I had forgotten to put this part, and another friend said, oh, but you're still missing this. And this is so cool to make. I really liked it. It's nice. I really like the things that she does on her patterns. And the yarn is Fios da Fazenda, that is a Brazilian yarn, to finish my grandson's sweater. I ordered more, went to my sister's house, and my sister sent here to me, and then I did. So let's see. He likes to wear oversized, so he's good. My sister turned 70 this year. I have 4 sisters from my father's second marriage and 2 more from my father's first marriage, because the others have passed. But my youngest sister is 70. Like, she's older than me, but she's the younger of them all, the others. So I made this for her. This is from the book Threads of Joy or something like that. I'll put the name, everything in the bottom. And I had taken it to the Canada Games and I did this. And when I finished, it was too big. Then I said, okay, before I finished, I said, it's getting big. I'm going to make it for one of my brothers instead. But then when I finished, it was big even for MeHi when I finished the color work. So my brothers are smaller, that wouldn't work. So I undid it all and I made it again. And then I did the smallest size and I changed the needles from 3.5 to 325 and 3. It took a while to do the other part, but it's beautiful. And what I did is I put together, one yarn is Fios da Fazenda. It is fingering weight, and I got a mohair and I knitted them together. And the gray is a mohair and also a Fios da Fazenda, both. So the basic yarns is the Fios da Fazenda, and then I added mohair that I bought here in Canada to do it. So this is for Emilia. Then I wanted to do, this is from Maxir. It's the So Basic sweater. I did it and I was thinking it's too small because I had started another that was too big and I said, I think this is too small. Then I blocked it. I didn't block it heavily. I just blocked it, just put it on the towel and patted it. And then it was not that tight on me. So I think it's going to be good on my son. But because I didn't know, I made the sleeves longer because my grandson is taller than my son. So I said, well, maybe I can exchange and give my grandsons to my son and give my son's sweater to my grandson. But in any case, I left the yarn here. I'm taking with me a needle so that I can do whatever changes required, because what I want is for him to be happy with what he gets. And I think that it will look better if I do it like this. And my son is the one that likes dark stuff, blacks and grays and stuff, like my daughter. So I think it would look better if I do this, and that would reduce a little bit the size. But before I do anything, I'm taking it to him to see some stuff hanging, how it works on him, how it looks like, if he likes it. If he doesn't like, then I'll leave it for my grandson. So that's a good thing about having a teenager grandson that doesn't care much about clothing, and is that he'll be happy with anything or not. Then I want to give some shawls to my friends, my girlfriends, women that were important in my life that are not family, like blood family, but they are important. So I finished the Stephen Wall Mystery Call shawl. I'm glad I chose colors that were
West.
Yeah, Stephen West. So I'm glad I chose colors that are not so much in your face, because the shawl has a lot going on with it. But let's see. Oops. So it's going to one of my friends in Brazil. I hope they like it. I hope somebody likes it. Oh, okay, I'm back. I'm glad because I didn't want to forget it, and I wanted to not block it, but just maybe have a wet cloths and ironed on the top to make the I-cord straight. But this is Stephen West shawl from 2 years ago. And so this is another one that is going to a friend. If I have time, I'm going to do another one, but that's, I don't know. So this is another shawl. Then I did this that on the market, on the spice market. It's a smaller shawl, but it's a nice one. I used the yarn, the same yarn that I'm using here is the Bamboo from Sun's Garn. I had bought a lot of this, so I used it a lot.
West.
So I don't know the designer, but I'll put in the notes the pattern and the designer. But it's a nice scarf, and it's not so hot, I don't think, so perfect again for Brazil. And I really like the color combination. Normally, pink is not a color that I would use, and I bought some pink yarn because of my granddaughter. But I was talking to my Portuguese group, knitting group, and they said, oh, the pink would look good. And I really like the pink, how it looks here. So here is another shawl. And then the last shawl that I finished is also Stephen West. It's the Exploration Station. And this is an old Mystery Call shawl. And you can see the differences when you watch the videos from before and the videos from now. But the biggest difference is in the size of the shawl. This is so tiny. I'm not used to a Stephen West tiny shawl. So I blocked it, and even blocked it is tiny, tiny, tiny compared to others, right? But it's a nice shawl. Amazingly, this section, that is section 3, was a different pattern, but I think my mind was so overwhelmed that I couldn't do it. I decided to change just for stripes, darted stitch stripes, and it's done. I was thinking the yellow would maybe be too much, but I kind of like it. It's happy. That's what I think. And I have a lot of leftover yarn, really a lot. So this is my Stephen West. So the other thing that I have is I have made two of these cows in the past, and my nephew in Brazil, he likes to ride bicycles, and I think even in the winter he rides bicycle because otherwise it wouldn't work because it's too hot. But the point is to have it like this. But if you are cold, you can put it up and just have your eyes out. He doesn't wear glasses, so it's okay for him. And this is the cow. So I wrote the pattern, and you're going to be able to find it in the links. I'll put a link to it if you want to do. So what you do is a tube, and you change like you do with 3.5 millimeter needles the front side and 3.25 in the back, and it just turns nicely. So it's very hot because it's 4 layers of yarn because it's color work, and I wanted something that was more modern. And I got the inspiration for the pattern because Andrea Borrego, she put all her patterns as free patterns, and she has some beautiful patterns. She has many cows, and I used one of the cows to get this, that she put different patterns together, but her cows are more, they're longer. So for Canada, I like to use cows that are really tight and will protect you from the wind when you're walking. And even though Brazil is hot, when my nephew is riding his bicycle in the winter, I think this will be good for him. Then I've been working, I did one for my daughter, but she didn't like the collars. So this time I'm working on another one. And here I use the Fios da Fazenda fingering weight that I used for my sister and I had left over. That without the mohair looks a different blue. So that's interesting how the mohair changes. And the white was also a baby ewe Lanette from Sannes Garn. And now I'm using both yarn from Sannes Garn. And I'm making this for Paula. So this is the front. I really like that. And what I like especially is that when I did the pattern, I didn't think it would work so fine here. So this is a detail that turned out really nice. I will also put this pattern out so that if you like this better, you can do this one. I'll put a link. And the inside is just a simple color work. So the point here is to have double layers. And I was going fine. I did this part in 3 days, but then yesterday I didn't work whatsoever because I was too tired and I started working now. But before Christmas it will be ready. The other thing is I would like to make a pair of socks for my brother, Pedro. And so I started a sock for him. I have this yarn that initially I was going to use for a sweater for my son, but I didn't like how it turned out as a sweater. And I didn't like it was too big and it is superwash, so it's good for socks. So I'm working on this and I'll keep working on that. So I got a lot of books and a lot of yarn during this period. But the thing that I wanted to show is this magazine from Rowan that I saw on Fleece and Harmony. And I really liked many of the patterns. I don't know, let me see. I'll just show quickly. So some of these patterns are working to pieces. That is not my best thing. But I do like this, and I like the scarves, mainly this green one. But I like the long stuff that she has in here. Like this overall. I think it's very beautiful. It reminds me of the No Frills from Petite Knit that I did, but I'm sure it's a little bit different, and it has a hood, so I like that. I think I'm going to do it. I like this green one a lot, so I'll definitely make that. And I have some yarn that I got to dye. I got from Toronto. I'll put the link. It's amazing because I got 250 grams of yarn and it cost, I think, $9 or $10 for 250 grams of yarn. So it's wool. It doesn't say which wool, but it's soft. And I think I can use. I like the dress, not for me, but, and I really like this vest. And the cow is really nice. I think this is a little bit too colorful for me. So, nah. But if it was one color only, maybe. There are some small calves or whatever. I like this sweater. Very nice. So you can use the sweater with this skirt or with the black thing. I really like this sweater. Oh, I love the sweater. I love this one. Really nice. And this is top down, so that's good. I think this sweater is nice. And I'm trying to really like this sweater. This coat is interesting. This is another common sweater. I like this sweater for my daughter. What I don't like is that it's made into pieces. So, but maybe I'll give it a chance. And there was a dress that I really liked. So you have another long coat that I really like the long coats. And they have oh, that's pretty much it. They have an article for about this is it. Sorry. This dress. I think this dress is nice. I wonder if my daughter would like it, because you got to be skinny for this. So I really like it. And there is an article in a sweater about café facet. So this is the sweater. It's not necessarily what I would do, but there are lots of patterns here that I would like to do. So that's it. I don't know what is going to be in the end, but I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a great New Year, because I'll be just doing something next year. So again, thank you for being on that side. Thank you for watching me, and I wish you all the best. A big kiss in your heart. Bye.
from Ontario. That's going to be the first point get.
train. You were so familiar, but you're not the same as all the other drifters who have lost their way. You remind me of a love that never changed. Now's the time, now's the moment, yeah, now I see. Turn my head round and make you smile back at me. Now's the time, now's the moment, yeah, now I see. Tell you that there is nothing that's out of reach. We are the dreamers, the light keepers, we are one. This is our time, this is our time. We are the dreamers, the light keepers, we are one. This is our time, this is our time. While you find your footsteps, and I breathe again. There's a new connection that's as old as when love was all that mattered, and you were young and free. I am all to you, you are all to me. Now's the time, now's the moment, yeah, now I see. Turn my head round and make you smile back at me. Now's the time, now's the moment.